I want to send my condolences to Amber Nicole Thurman and her family. This young lady recently lost her life because she took an abortion pill, and there were remnants of the fetal tissue still in her system. And she rushed to the hospital to receive services, and they denied her these services to clean out the rest of what was in her because just recently they passed a law in Georgia stating that they would no longer perform that procedure. She waited in a hospital a very long time, and they watched this woman as her organs began to fail, then to perform emergency surgery, which doesn't make any sense to me because all of this was preventable. That woman leaves behind a young child and a family, and it really tears me up because she was so young. But this is just a wake up call to all of the young women about not only your sexual health, but reproduction. Who you are allowing in your body and who you allow to get inside of your body is going to matter more than ever now. This is not personal, this is politics. And people are forcing down with a sledgehammer that they are going to take they're going to take control over your body by any means possible if you allow I'm like kind of like lost for words, so like excuse me, but the fact that a physician could be prosecuted up to a decade for saving someone's life is crazy to me. Emergency 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 surgery for what? When there were preventative measures that probably would have been less invasive that could have had this woman still be alive. This is no longer personal, it is politics. So you need to get political about your pussy and who you allow in it. Because if we are going to live within a country that says that you don't have autonomy over your body, should you end up in a situation like her and should it become fatal, you are risking your life. Every time you lay down with somebody, you are risking your motherfucking life. And there are people in your close circle who think that it's okay. Who think that it's okay to have these kind of laws be enacted. I live on the East Coast, and I never wanted to have kids and I never will have kids, but this still affects me deeply. And maybe that's just the empath in me, but a young woman leaves behind a child because there was a preventative measure that could have been used and wasn't because of a dumbass law by men that was passed. And now this woman isn't around. So yes, it makes me very upset when things like this happen. They don't just affect you, they affect everybody around you. This is an ecosystem. So if it's not going to affect you, it could affect your niece, it could affect your daughter, it could affect your aunt, it could affect your mom. This isn't just about the right to abortion. This isn't just about the right to sexual health sexual health resources that allow women to get the assistance that they need. This shit is about us all. This is about having the autonomy to do with your body what you please. And there are laws literally being passed by people telling you, we run that. Excuse me? We are not that far removed from women being able to have certain kind of rights in this country. We're not even 100 years deep. There's people who have lived longer than that. This ain't personal, it's fucking politics. So even if you don't give a fuck about the government, you are going to have to be super vigilant, right? About who you put in that White House, about who you put in your body, about who you elect as public officials within your own demographic. You are going to have to play hard fucking ball. And if it means that you get on whatever soapbox you need to get on, or when you stand on business and you say, you know what, if the men in my life don't care about my access to these different kind of resources, then I'm no longer having sex. I'm no longer bearing their children. That's standing on fucking business. This ain't about you. It's not personal. This is about the ecosystem of women who don't have a bigger voice as you do, who will be affected by this in the next 10, 20, 30, and even 50 fucking years if you don't take a stand and do something now. Women have so much more power. We have so much more power than you think you do. If you deny the access, they have no choice but to fucking change. You have to stop thinking I want to sit comfortably and I want to sit comfortably within the patriarchy, because there is no comfortable seat to you. Even to you white women, there is no comfortable seat for you. You will never be a white man. Ever. And yeah, you might reap some of the benefits, but you will never be king, beloved. So while you're catering to this patriarchy because you just want a seat at the table, you are a fucking op. All of you women who are voting for certain kind of people, you are a fucking op. And you need to think close. Some of you women need to think long and close about who you have in your circles and who the fuck they support, because it matters. Stop sitting up here saying, oh, I don't really care about who does what, da 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 da. Listen, you better fucking care. You better care. And yes, while all of us have the right to sit up here and vote or support who we want to support, at the end of the fucking day, when that shit is in your own, when that manure is in your backyard, that's the only time when you're going to get to start to smelling shit. And you ain't going to like it. So you better watch who is around you and who they support. You better listen to the conversations. You better have the conversations about how men think all of this shit is going on. If this shit was affecting men, there would be an abortion clinic or a Planned Parenthood on every single motherfucking corner, like these goddamn liquor stores and these gas stations. Huh? Women and their contraceptives, and women and their products, as far as pads, tampons, all of that shit would be tax fucking free, much like a lot of their shit is. You better bet your fucking bottom dollar. This shit is disgusting. I don't know this woman, and I feel deeply upset about this. And I would be doing myself a disservice if I did not talk about this, because this shit, listen, this is politics. This is not checkers. This is chess. And I I seen it back when, and I think it was 2021. And I thought to myself, like, I would never want to live in a world where women don't have full autonomy over their bodies and what the fuck they want to do with it, especially when there's already resources there. There's already readily available resources there. And you're coming in and talking about you want to take them away for what? Why the fuck is it your business what a woman does with her fucking body? It ain't your business. And ain't nobody got to lose their motherfucking life, so you got to prove a fucking point. These niggas got blood on their motherfucking hands. They absolutely the fuck do. This woman should be alive with her child. She should be alive. Younger than me. This is politics. Stop thinking you live in a fucking world where people are playing checkers. This is chess moves are being made. I don't give a fuck if you don't live in the states where this affects you. Your niece could move to that state. Your child, your daughter could move to that state. Your aunt, whoever. And should she end up in an emergency situation or just a situation where she does not want to bring a child into this world, or when she needs access to certain kind of sexual health resources, she should be able to have that. I would never give birth in a country that tells me, even if I'm not in a particular state, I would never give birth in a motherfucking country that tells me that I don't have full autonomy over my goddamn body. This ain't about you. It's about them fucking babies that's coming up. And y'all are so fucking selfish and y'all only think about yourselves. Y'all don't give a damn about the future of these fucking kids. Don't tell me you care about the kids, because you don't. You don't. Because if you cared about them kids, you will first be very cognizant of the kind of nigga that you putting in your pussy who don't give a damn about the resources that you have as a goddamn woman. You start to ask certain questions, the motherfuckers get to stuttering and don't know what the fuck to say because they don't give a goddamn. So since they don't care, you take away the goddamn access. Take away the motherfucking access. From all demographics. I'm talking about from everybody from the hood on up. I bet you if them officials in them very high places stop getting access to women, I'm talking about every kind of fucking woman. From their wives to these sex workers that they like to sleep with on down. If they stop receiving the thing that they want the motherfucking most, I bet you the tone would change very quick. It would change very fucking quick. So y'all be real, I'm telling you. Y'all be really fucking choosy about the next nigga you decide to let hump on you. Because if they don't give a damn about you and your body and what you're allowed to do with it and the access that you have to things concerning your goddamn health, you have poor pussy fucking management and you need to tighten the fuck up.